Hey there everybody, and welcome back to Sasquatch Speaks. This is Sasquatch, otherwise known as Gavisas, welcoming you all once again to this dark little corner of the internet, which we all do populate from time to time. On today's episode, I have to announce a momentous occasion. We have made it. Well, I have made it. I guess some of you have made it. If you've been watching all of these, why on earth have you been doing that? Find something to do with your life. But some of us, and me being the primary one, I guess, have made it to episode 50 of Sasquatch Speaks. I know it's ludicrous to even consider the possibility, the remote, just earth-shatteringly stupid chance that we would ever get to this point. Although it's really not all that hard to believe if I'm making these every single day in lieu of other videos because of computer issues and blah, 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 yeah, you know. But this is also another momentous occasion. Not really all that momentous. It's pretty regular, in fact, especially considering that I've been intending to do it. But I have gone without missing a single day of video uploads since May, which is, I went back and I looked through all my upload history and realized that I haven't had a day without a video since May, and I'm very, very proud of that, and especially today seemed an appropriate day to mention that. Just a little bit proud of me. I understand there's been a lot of varied content. Pretty much since when I started Xenoblade up until now, I have not missed a single day of uploads. And some of them have been really close. Like last night, the timestamp on the video says it was officially uploaded and available for viewership at 11 o'clock at night, 59 minutes and 55 seconds. So I was 5 seconds away from missing it, technically within the day. I mean, yeah, you're still up yet. Yeah, I don't care. But 24-hour period. I tried to keep within that 24-hour period. And like I said, since May, I've been doing it quite regularly, every day, in fact. So it's good. It's good. You may not believe me, but I think it's good. Hopefully, you all have been enjoying that. For people who've been around here since then, people who are new, hopefully. Well, if you're brand new and this is your first one watching, you're like, what the heck is going on here? Well, hit the subscribe button. Think about it a little bit. We're not asking you to become a dedicated viewer just yet. This is subscription time. This is not decision time. Just remember that. Keeping the file in the back of your head. Think about it a lot. In a couple months, you can get really angry at me about what it actually meant, and you can cancel your subscription. But for now, hit that subscribe button. Yes, do it. Do it. Anyway, so yes, today is episode 50 of Sasquatch Speaks. Hopefully there will be another 50 more after this, perhaps not quite as frequent, with the hopeful soon well, actually, we'll probably get to episode 100 before I get my new computer, but that's another story. And not the one which will be covered today. And there was not really a story to be covered today. Today, I kind of want to talk about, well, doing this. Not so much, the ins and outs and the technical aspects and asking people, what should I do? I want to talk a little bit more about how I am applied to this. Kind of what brought this on is I enjoy listening to covers of different songs. The original versions, honestly, couldn't care less. Because usually they're like, meh, okay, that's nice. I want to hear either spoofs or parodies or just covers by other people who are, in my opinion, more talented than the original artist. To wit, I have developed a great deal of admiration and respect for a cappella groups. One of my current favorites being Home Free. They're a group who's been formed for like 22 years, something like that. They've been around a while. But last year, at Christmas time, they won the sing-off competition, following in the footsteps of Pentatonix the year before them. Both bands are just spectacular. But Home Free has, not to say that Pentatonix doesn't have talented people. I mean, they have incredibly talented people, and people who I can never begin to hope to touch in terms of their massive amounts of skill and talent, which they have accrued to themselves either through just biologically being freaks of nature, or through many hours of practice, which I cannot even begin to fathom putting myself through. But Home Free has a little bit more of that biological freak of nature in my opinion, than even the Pentatonix do, which was demonstrated very well. And I don't want to link the video in my description because that makes extra work for me, but I probably should, or maybe link their channel or something in the description down below, so you can check them out for yourself. But they have they kind of form themselves like a barbershop quartet. A very modern barbershop quartet with a beatboxer and everyone else. It's crazy how the sounds that come out of this group of 5 people. But their bass, and I do mean their bass, he's a very deep voiced man, has such a deep voice that it is quite literally and in every possible sense of the word unfair. It's just not fair at all. I mean, I on certain occasions, I sometimes think that I don't sound completely terrible when I sing. Sometimes. But this guy has such an insane level of natural, raw talent that he hits notes which, according to the human mind currently residing between the thick plates of my skull, they should not be physically possible for him to reach down that low and bring out a note that is not only on key, but sustained and lengthy and throaty and hard. And it sounds good. It's not just, okay, well, you were on key, because there are people who are on key, but it doesn't sound good. He not only has the skill to hit the note, he has the talent to make it sound just so unbelievably good. As to, like, you kind of listening to it and you just kind of hate yourself, just a little bit, because you know that you're never gonna be that good. No matter how hard you try, no matter how many hours you put in, no matter how much skill you're able to develop, his talent is of such a high caliber that you listen to him and you appreciate the music and you enjoy the music. You absolutely enjoy the music. He's incredibly talented, but you just kind of hate yourself. And I'm like, why? Why does he get that and I don't? It's a little bit selfish. I understand. It's very childish to think in that manner. But I just think, how does he get to have that super cool, ultra deep voice? And I got this. And I mean, when I alter my voice to try and be deeper and everything, it doesn't even come close. No. And the tone is all wrong. He's got the tone, he's got the inflection. It's just, why are you so good? I'm like, okay. I'll table my hatred for myself because of him for a moment. Because he's a bass. You know? I'm not. I'm just not. I'm a tenor. About the just kind of average and ordinary tenor. Not too great, not too bad. I mean, sometimes I'm okay. Sometimes it's like, maybe you shouldn't be singing that song. It happens. And like I said, the band would be is spectacular. It's really good. And it'd be great with just the bass and the couple of middle guys they got there. But then they had this other guy. Yeah. They couldn't just get me with the thing that was absolutely unattainable. I mean, just because I'm never going to be a bass. And clearly, because my voice just went up like 5 octaves. Just not good. Not going to happen. No matter how hard I try, there's no way I'm ever going to get my voice to go way down low enough to hit those notes. Not going to happen. But then they got this lead singer. You know, the super high tenor. The guy who can hit every high note, make it look easy, and again, make it sound just ungodly good. He has the tone, just that perfect tone. When I first was asked to describe his voice to somebody else, and I know it's kind of weird to be describing someone else's voice to a person, but those are the kind of friends that I have. They're like, well, what's his voice sound like? And the only way I could ever hope to describe his voice and do it justice is that it is the cleanest, most unsullied sound you could ever expect to come out of a male vocal box, voice box, vocal cords. It's scary how clean and crisp and precise every note and every sound is. And it's like, no, why? Okay, that's my territory. I can hit some, not all, but some of those notes. That was like my one saving grace. Okay, I can hit the high notes. Yes. Oh, you don't. You not only can do that too. You can hit ones I can't. Because again, the skill, you develop it, and you are able to increase your range, expand your ability. Okay, I can put in some time and effort. I can work. But then there's the talent. Just that innate, inborn, God-given ability to make that sound good. I mean, not like I said, not even just being on key. Because that's one thing. Everyone, in some capacity, can learn to sing the right note at the right time. But not everyone has that innate, naturally sounding tone that is pleasing to other people's ears. It's just not, that doesn't happen all the time. It happens very rarely, in fact. And then it's just bad, and there's nothing you can do about it. And it's very frustrating. You just can't do this. Why? Just tell me why. Why is it that just whenever I try, it never seems good enough? And like, even with this, I mean, it's a show. It's not a podcast. It's some sort of just a ranting show. Just tell everyone what I hate about my life. But even there's people who do stuff like this. There's people who do stuff like this much better. And again, they have that perfect voice. I mean, just awesome. You can't even touch it. Yeah, I cannot even alter my voice sufficiently to come within half of how good their voice is, just naturally, how it comes out. It's not like, okay, well, they're altering it and they're putting in extra things in order to make themselves sound better or more attractive vocally. Nope, that's just how it comes out. That's just how they're made. That's just how all the little things in their throat fit together and just come out with this beautiful, sultry, just sucking in, attractive sound that just sucks you in and doesn't let you go. It's just like, oh, I want to listen to this. I don't even care what they're talking about. They could literally sit there and read the phone book, and I would listen because of the sound of their voice. I know people say, oh, I love the sound of my voice, or that person loves the sound of their own voice. These people, not me, those people, I love the sound of their voice. They just have, like I said, that perfect intonation. They have that perfect inflection. They have just that innate ability that is unmatched by any sort of false or altered capabilities of other people. You can practice all you want. There are just some things that you're never gonna get on practiced skill. There's just not. There are things which you are born with, or born to, or born without. And like I said, sometimes, I sound okay. Sometimes I can make the sounds issue forth from my mouth, which do not leave other people in just utter agony at having heard them. Depending on who you ask, that may or not be very frequent, or may be very frequent. It could be. I have some people who have some very strong opinions about that, and that's okay. But for me, it doesn't always sound terrible. Sometimes it's passable, at least. Sometimes it doesn't cause hemorrhaging of the ears or something. It's terrible. But it's middle range. It's halfway there. It's mediocre. And although it's sad, like I said, it's not bad. It's not damaging. It's not. I can hit the notes. I have I have the right time, the right place. Sometimes I have that right inflection when I'm speaking, so that it sounds good and my point comes across maybe a little bit better, a little bit more crisp and clearly because of how I pronounced a certain word at a certain point or injected my grammar in good places. But it doesn't really matter because the innate talent, I suppose, the way that it comes out, the way that my entire face and my entire throat has been designed from the beginning, from which sound issues forth, is only mediocre. And like I always say,
nobody likes the middle ground.
Nobody likes it. And I am the middle ground. I am dead smack in the middle. I'm not good. I'm not bad. Just kinda meh. He tries. It didn't sound too bad. I mean, like, my ears aren't bleeding. That's a good thing. Hey, he put a cohesive sentence together, and he didn't shriek too much when he got excited. It's good. It's okay. It's not great. Nah, not by a long shot. No, not great, no. It's not bad. It's not going to break any glass. I mean, it's okay. Like I said, it's the middle ground. It's mediocre. And I guess I have to be okay with it. And I guess you all do too if you're going to continue listening to this. Just kind of wanted to get that out. Just a little bit of frustration at my own inability to match what and you know what? I will admit this. Perhaps it is just my perception. Perhaps it is just how I see things. But I still get frustrated when the things that I perceive to be so much better than what I have to offer are so much better than what I have to offer. And just like in terms of singing, except these two particular singers are just like so far and away better than I could ever hope to be. Like I can get the skill down. I can increase my range. You know, I can hit those notes on one side. There's no way on earth I'm ever going to hit notes as low as the one guy does. His name is Tim Faust. He's crazy, insane how good he is. I mean, just notes you can barely even hear, that your ears can almost, are just at that threshold. It's like, okay, I can hear it, but if it going down there just a little bit more, it would be below the threshold of human hearing. That is how low this guy can make his voice go, and still put like power and oomph and hold the note. That's how good he is. And the other guy, like I said, he's insane. He has the most crisp and clear and beautiful sounding voice you could ever hope to imagine to come from a man. And it's like, why are you so good? Why am I not? Why am I not? Come on. Throw me a bone, man. Throw me a bone. I got nothing. I'm just right here in the middle. And
nobody likes the middle ground.
I'm all alone now, because no one likes the middle ground. Nah. Anyway, I'm going to let that go. Thank you all for tuning in, for enjoying episode 50 of Sasquatch Speaks. Hopefully you all enjoyed it a little bit, got a little bit of perspective on some of my frustrations, perhaps. I know I was trying to get away from frustrations a couple weeks ago, but I'm back! Yes. But it was probably only for today. And maybe yesterday. I don't really know if yesterday qualified as a frustration, but we'll call it one for right now. Anyway, I hope you all did enjoy. If you did enjoy, a like rating down below would be very much appreciated. If not, a dislike rating or a nasty comment telling me to stop being so self-centered and self-conscious all the time would also be very much appreciated. And yes, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.